This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Hmm? A human? Sweetie, are you lost? Where are you? Why, you're in the enchanted forest, cutie. You must have some untapped magical ability if you were able to enter. It's not easy finding the Fey realm. Well, either way, as a fairy, it is my duty and the fairy law that I grant you a single wish as a reward for finding my abode. What would you like? I can grant any wish, except making someone fall in love and bringing a loved one back from the dead. However, I want you to know that you should be careful with wording. Us fairies are natural pranksters, so we take wishes very literally. For example, if you say you want to leave, where is it you want to go? The wish could very well send you to a marooned island if you weren't careful. Well, now that you're aware, I would recommend you take a moment to think about it. I'll go collect some berries while you consider your wish. I'm done collecting berries. Are you ready for your wish? Aww, that's such a heartfelt wish. I'd be more than happy to give you that. But first, eat lunch with me. Relax. This isn't some weird trap where if you eat fairy food, you can never leave. You're my guest in the realm. It would be rude if I didn't offer you food. Oh, forgive me. I invited you in and didn't even introduce myself. My name is Aveline. You seem surprised. Were you expecting something corny like honeydew? What's your name? I love that name. You have a question? Well, ask away. I'll try my best to answer. Why do I live so far from the fairies? That's a good question, actually. My mother and father were murdered by pixies. They're the bad fairies that give you nightmares and hate laughter. But as a fairy child, living without parents is hard. I grew up bullied by the other fairies and became an outsider. I enjoy the peacefulness of the forest, away from Fairy City. Plus, I get to meet cute humans like you. What's the Fairy City like? That's a good question too. I think the best comparison would be your city. What's it called? New York City? It's this big place with tall buildings and lots of people trying to get to work. Yes, fairies have jobs too, cutie. It's also very corporate and exhausting. It's hard to get anywhere in that city if you don't have the right connections. Oh my, you're just full of good questions. I might have to start calling you Puppy with how curious you are. But fairies have lots of jobs. We have writers and photographers for the daily newspaper, artists for billboards and museums, historians to speak about our history, teachers to teach the new generations of fairies, soldiers to defend us from the pixies, CEOs to sell products for the fairies, and lots more. I actually wanted to be a healer. Even fairies get sick, and I'm a firm believer that nature is society's best healer. But, like I said, it's hard to get anywhere in Fairy City without connections. Something I simply don't have. That's another reason for living on the outskirts of the city. Fairies will come to me for healing if they need it. My turn for questions. I was wondering, actually, what's the human world like? I've always wanted to visit, but the other fairies said it's a bad place for us. Whenever I do see humans, though, they have these amazing foods that seem so delicious. Won't you tell me about it? That sounds amazing! The part about being scientifically experimented on doesn't sound fun, though. Do you think after I grant your wish you could bring me food from your world? Oh, I'd really love it. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Well, I feel I've stolen you from your realm long enough. One wish for a human coming right up. Goodbye, cutie.